When a machine has to be used for mending, you know you can do it even though you don't tell anybody that your machine can be done this way. One thing you will love though, you have all that space, 8 inches of space in here. So usually with mending, that means you're in the middle of something. So you've got a lot of fabric in through here. We were just doing some bar tacks. So stitch number 36 and 37, you've got a regular bar tack and a decorative bar tack. If you want to watch those videos, click right up here, hit the I for information. But we're going to do a mending stitch. Stitch number 34 and stitch number 35 are mending stitches. Let me show you how you set up for this. So I'm not going to make this really, really big, but I am going to make a little hole in my fabric. Usually you want to interface the back of this, but today we're just going to put another piece of fabric behind it. You do want to start kind of in the upper left corner, and then we're going to come back and forth lots of times. You will notice a reverse button on the screen, so this is going to have you program in or set the length for the mending stitch. So with this one, I don't need it too long, but I do want to make sure that I cover everything. So as I start to stitch, I can go ahead and touch the reverse button and then go ahead and let it go back and forth. Now, if you don't want to hold your foot on the foot control, you can just use the start-stop button. And if it's going too fast, you could even slow down the speed just a little bit so it doesn't feel like it's taking off on you. But really, once you just let it finish out, it will finish the stitch, stopping with some locking stitches. And then it's ready to go. If you want to use the thread snips, you can. And the nice thing is that if you needed to continue on because your opening was longer than the width the stitch allowed it to go, your stitch length that you set, so this length here, is remembered. So if I just want to overlap a few of those stitches and start again, it will know the length that I was doing earlier and start repeating that. So as long as you don't pick another stitch, it will keep that length in there until you're done. So we'll just pretend we're done. So what's the difference between stitch number 34 and 35? You'll notice that it will actually have kind of a back and forth pattern first before it starts to fill in. So if you ever have one of those holes that really has a lot of frayed out threads, those kind of underlay stitches will help hold those down before it starts to fill it all in. So giving it a little bit more stability. So try both of those, see which ones you like the most. Remember, foot 2A without the IDT is the right setup for these stitches.